Hey everyone, welcome back to Merm's Minecraft. You know what's up, it's your boy Merm. We're back here out on the create mod world, and today we're hopefully going to start on the new area. If you missed it in the last one because it was a recap and you didn't watch it, at the end of the video I showed off where we're going to be building in our new area here, so go check that out if you want a sneak peek, or just watch the rest of this one. We're going to get there eventually, but first I actually got a side quest to do. I mentioned at the end of the last video that I have been fishing a lot for vending books. I've been going to ancient cities. I have had no luck. And in the very first episode, I said I was going to ban myself from villager trading. But I am going to make the exception. I'm giving in. I'm giving in. I've got barrels full of enchantment books. So here's the deal. Here's the deal I'm going to strike with everyone right now, okay? I'm going to get a mending book from a villager, but it's only going to be one. I'm just going to get one singular book because I have an add-on for Create called Create Enchantment Industry, which has a couple blocks down here. This thing right here, the printer, it allows you to copy enchanted books. So I'm going to go get one mending book and I'm going to copy it a bunch of times, and that is going to be how it is. So there's going to be one singular villager trade that is about to happen because I cannot be bothered to do this more. And I don't even know why I'm making this deal with you all. This is for me only. It's my world, my rules. Okay, we're gonna go get a mending book. So to do that, we're just gonna get the first mending book the plain old way. There's really no beating around it here. So we gotta make a slowness potion. We gotta make a slowness potion, and I already got some golden apples. And then we gotta go find a zombie villager, because unfortunately I am too poor in emeralds to do it the other way. So we're gonna go find a zombie villager. I didn't mean to go down here. I'm gonna finally use this little space over here to put a brewing stand, and we should have all we need, except I forgot blaze powder to get the slowness potions. All right, and with this redstone coming in here, we should have splash potion. No, that's not how you make a splash potion. What? How do you make a splash potion? Gunpowder. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to play Minecraft. Okay, for real this time, I got gunpowder in there, and there we go. We got 3 splash potions of slowness. I got 3 golden apples just in case I make a mistake. I got a lectern, and I got all the emeralds we own currently, which is 30. I'm gonna go grab a book, and then I'm gonna go find me a zombie villager. So on one of my previous expeditions out in the world here, you can see my path here kind of went and I've been struggling to find this place, but anyways, I found this like wrecked, ruined village. I didn't even know these were in the game. But yeah, and it had zombie villagers in it, so that was my plan, to find a zombie villager, and I guess we're just gonna clear this guy out. Oh my god, it's a weakness potion. Oh, little cat. It's a weakness potion. Oh my god, I can't. My title of Merm's Minecraft should be like revoked right now. Are you kidding me? Oh, I gotta go all the way back. 4,000 blocks. Okay, anyways, I will let you in really quick. We got 2 little friends here. So this guy, I tamed him when I first came out here, and then he just like didn't teleport to me, and then when I came back here, he teleported to me again. So there's this guy. And then this guy I picked up on the way over here this time around, because this guy actually looks like my cat that I have in real life that I'm gonna put a picture of on screen if I remember to do that, and we're gonna name him later. And you, but I don't know anything about you. All right, I'm back at the base so we can get the right potion this time. That other cat, I don't know if it's like behavior is bugged or something, but it refused to follow me. But this cat came with me, the one that looks like my real cat. And so I'm gonna name him after my real cat. It's gonna be like he's in the Minecraft world with me. And my real cat's name, lovely nickname from my older roommates, is the Mohr. The Mohr. And there he is. I plopped him on one of these orange sheets. I didn't know this. They actually like have a functionality, I think with trains, that I did know existed. But if you just like put an animal near it, like he is locked on there. Like I'm right clicking him now. I'm pushing him. He's in the seat. I thought it looked like a little cat bed. That's why I wanted to use the seat. But this works perfectly. So yeah, he's just popped in front of this window now, and I can go can see him through the window. How cute is that? them out. All right, splash potions of weakness. That's what we need. Time to go on the horse ride. 4,000 blocks out. So much fun. All right, got them all cured up. Here's our guy. And you know what comes next. I get to sit here. Oh, wait, it doesn't have to be on, like, the same level as him or something. Like, now. No! 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 Come back. No! No, no. Nope, there's zombie villagers here. Okay, yep, we're going in here. Oh, yeah, it's a great time in here. Lovely day, isn't it? Okay. Here we go. Let's get this mending book. All right, there it is. Boom, mending. So watch me do this. I'm only buying one. One singular mending book, and that is going to be it. And I'm going to like frame this in our base, and we're just going to copy it using create mod things. And that is my compromise. Let's get out of here. I was able to get this guy to actually follow me this time, so I decided he's going up in the fan house. Or not the fan house, the town hall on the second floor. Get in there, buddy. If you got a name for him, drop it in the comments, because I'm not creative like that. All right, so when this is copied, I want to keep this original copy somewhere, and I figured where better, but next to the Mohr who I got on Journey. So this is where I'm going to keep the original mending book, but I am going to pop it out of there for now, because we got to get our setup going to copy this thing. So I'm actually going to set that up down here in our secret gravel area. I think it served its purpose. I'm going to use the packing tape from Sophisticated Storage. If you use that on a barrel, you can take it and move it somewhere else. And then we're just going to rip this whole setup out and put in, oh, you weren't supposed to see that. And we're going to put in our enchantment setup. So I was thinking about it, and the reason that I put it over in that cave and not up here where originally I was planning to put enchantment setup was because of power. I didn't know if I was going to get power up there, and then it dawned on me. We have options. I'm going to make the world's worst looking but functional windmill. If I do this, boom, we got power 512. Because what I noticed was this printer actually doesn't require any power. You can see here it's unpowered. It just needs the experience. So all we really are powering here is mechanical pumps. And so I'm just going to make this little setup here then. So the way it's going to happen, off the top of my head at least, is that there's going to be that guy right there. We are going to put a fluid pipe into a tank. And I think that should be a mechanical pump. Oh, that doesn't work then. Where's the tank going to go? Let's move you. Oh, I must already put some stuff in there. Okay, you're going to go there. You're going to pump into here. And you're going to pump out the top. Oh, you know what? We might just have a tiny little tank like that. Or maybe we can... No, we can't go to the side. All right, 1 block tank it is. That's fine. We don't need to store a lot here. I just don't want this to be too tall so it doesn't stick up too much. So we'll put that in there. I believe the wrench will let us flip that. We're going to go like this. We're going to put our printer there. And I need a depot, but I will get that in a second. So all I need to do is I need to figure out how to get from here with our usual setup and a cog. Boom. So I need to get power to there, which is actually really simple. I just do that. And then the one above, I can... Oh, you aren't moving at all. Shouldn't you be moving? Why is it not? What? So that's moving. I'm confused. Okay, I was actually really stupid. The problem was just that it doesn't take power from the bottom. It takes it from the side. I don't know why I thought any different, but we can crank that up probably. So we got that pump running, and then we should be able to just, I believe, put a vertical gearbox here and a gear on top, and this guy is filling up with liquid experience. That's all it took. Now I can drain all my levels. You can see it filling up. I don't know how much this is going to take. We're going to find out. I gotta go get my depot though. Alright, so I got my depot. I'm going to place this here. I got our mending book. Now I've already right-clicked this, so this isn't going to jump scare me, but it does like take it out of my inventory. And it says enchanted book. I'm going to take you. Consumes experience 102 millibucks. Isn't that like nothing? I got a mending book and I right click. And I got the mending book. All right. We are in business, everyone. I'm so excited. My tools. Oh, I've been waiting for this day. It's been so annoying. I'm so excited at mending. All right. So I kept track. This is the original one. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to name it the original mending book. So we can always keep track of the one that was gotten from a villager. And I'm going to throw it in its spot. We got the original mending book next to the mile. And now I'm going to dupe this a bunch of times and put it on all my armor and all my tools. So I'm finally kitted out with mending here. I got it on all my armor, got it on my tools, including the backup pickaxe, the hoe. I even got the exchanger with mending and my super glue with mending. I don't have the experience to repair it all up right now. I do got to farm that, but now that that's done, we can finally get on to some fun stuff, or I guess maybe fun for you, not so fun for me. I gotta make that train track that goes to our new area that we're building, which is way in the south. So I believe it's this cave right here. So we're probably gonna make a track that's gonna like come off of this one. We're gonna go like a S shape here, whoop, around these, or maybe I could go through one. I don't know. The mountains are kind of annoying. I'll either go through the S shape or I'll probably do a and go like straight down right here. Those are my options. So anyways, I gotta get working on that. It's time to make another train track. These take forever, so forgive me if this video takes a while. I don't know, we'll see. Here we go. All right, so I've gone ahead and built our track here. I'm just working on, just like last time, I made some points of interest to build along the path here. This is one of them. I'm just making a retaining wall on the side here because the land was a little too high. I really like what I did in this area. I just want to say real quick, there's like a bit of a valley going on here. If I go into free cam, you can see that this kind of rises up on both sides, and then there's just this middle like valley area with tons of trees. So I wanted to kind of go around it with our track here. So we kind of snaked around, and then there's going to be a bridge right here that's going to kind of end this part, and it kind of naturally follows the land up there. I don't know, I think it was kind of neat. But anyways, yeah, the track is done. I'll show you on the map really quick. Pretty simple. We just diverge from the path here, and we kind of go east, west. Yeah, west. Not very good with my directions. Then we go pretty much a straight shot south, aside from a couple little bends. And then we kind of skirt around. So this is the cave where we're going to start building. And we kind of skirt around it, go even more south. And then I'm planning to put, I'll show you in a second, but I'm planning to put like a train station right about here. And then we'll have an elevator that's going to take us down into the new area. So yeah, big plans coming up. But for now, I'm going to do just a little montage about building these points of interest. And then I'm going to show you what I did and explain them a little more afterwards. So let's get building. All right, with that, I am officially done on this part of the railroad that goes over to our new area here. I really don't, honestly, I don't really have that much to say about the builds that I did there. I did all of them just in survival. I didn't plan in creative for any of them. And so I think they ended up maybe a little bit less of quality builds than I would have otherwise had, but that's okay. Honestly, when it comes to those builds that I'm doing on the tracks, it's okay if they're not the greatest thing ever. I will say with this one up here close to us though, I don't know how I feel about the shape of it, but one thing I really wanted was for it to have some layering. So you can see with that bottom part there, it really like moves with you as you move around down here at the cave level. So that was definitely something I thought about there. Anyways, I'm gonna turn my focus towards this area as it's finally time to start doing stuff here. But it's a bit of a doozy. It's a bit of a fixer upper. Let me tell you what, moving into a cave is gonna be a big deal because as I'm looking out around here, I mean, really the first big thing I'm gonna have to do is spend a lot of time just cleaning it up. All these diorite and granite deposits, to be honest, they're ugly and they're not something I want to have if I'm gonna make this into a cool build. I definitely gotta light up the area so it's easier to build up there, but then I gotta think about how I'm actually gonna light up that looks good. And yeah, there's a ton to think about here. But first, we're gonna have to actually make a way to get down there. So I'm gonna get on the train here. Over in this area, I talked about how I was gonna build a train station up over here. And I don't know if we'll have time for the full train station today, but I do at least want to make an elevator that's going to take us down there, a mine shaft elevator. And I want it to be, let's see here, somewhere roughly around here. I want it to take us up to this raised area up here, keep us up at the high level, and then we can move down later. So maybe going right down here is about where I want to have this elevator. I did make an elevator in this world over at the mine shaft base, but I never ended up putting it in the video because I didn't end up using the elevator really. So I'm going to show off the elevator. I'm going to go make everything we need for it, and let's put on our transport down to that level. Okay, so I've gone ahead here and built our elevator, and it's just going to be a simple design here with some wood. There is eventually going to be a building here that I'm planning out, but for now I just want to get this elevator working. Hopefully it's in the right spot. At the top here we have elevator pulley, I believe it's called, an elevator pulley. Made like this. This is what's going to keep our elevator going up and down. This is the main contraption. And then I actually realized I forgot a piece, but we'll get there in a second. Then I have contraption controls here. Once it's all set, this is how we're going to choose our floor, which I'm only going to have one option, but that's fine. Then you also need your, that needs to go the other way, facing me. There we go. You need to have a redstone contact on all of them. This is how it knows where to stop. And then you need to have one facing it as well. So those are in contact now, and when I make this into an elevator, this will change, and it'll look like one of the redstone, what are those called? These rose quartz lamps. It'll kind of look like one of those. You'll see what I mean when we get there, and that'll happen when I right-click that thing and get it all together. But first I need to get this powered, which also means first I need to get down to where I want to power it, which is going to be in the ground. I'm going to go with water wheels on this. Basic, I know, but oh well. So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to meet up down below where this is going to land, over here. So down into the cave we go. Catch this. Why do they call me Merms Minecraft? I got myself into a bit of a sticky situation here. So this is the other side. I ended up coming out on the other side when digging. So I guess our elevator's gonna come down somewhere over here. How are there so many zombies? So we may have to do some cave reshaping, because this area is not really jiving with what I want for over here. But oh well, so it's gonna be here. And one more over. This is the spot. I have to go up some. And this is where our elevator's gonna come down and meet up with, oh there's my cave. This is where we're gonna meet up with it. All right, so I got here, I figured out this is where we're gonna land, and then I got some water wheels set up. I'm running power up to the elevator right now, and then once we have that hooked up, we'll be ready to try it out, I think. And just one piece I forgot here. Oh, hit it that time. We need to put in the redstone contact, which is gonna be, well, I guess, yeah, like that, right? Yes, like that is where it's going to go. And this should line up with the one up above. Now I got to go take the slow way out. and then we're gonna test this baby out. All right, now here comes a moment of truth. I should be able to just right click this guy. Wires a horizontal. Did I glue it? No. Okay, gotta glue this on. Now we're in. So yeah, you can see it turned into that lamp texture, and then the one below should have also. Yep, so that tells me our floors are good here, and then this is just a floor selector, and we should be good to go. I'm gonna take these out. Well, I guess I really had no reason to do that. Back they go. All right, so we're on the first floor. We hit this. Oh, and we get a cozy ride on down. So I believe it goes with us the speed of our rotation here. So that was a little slow for me. So let's go up to 61. Sure. So let's see how that feels on the way up. Yeah, that feels just about right. We can also go in here and we can name the floors. So we can, I believe, okay, there's an identifier. Okay, so we can do maybe, oh, I don't have a lot of room. Surface, top. Should I do top and bottom? No, I don't know. I'll figure that out later, but for now, yep, that's our elevator built. So that's going to be real helpful as I now start work down there. It's going to be a lot of building for me in between episodes, basically just cleaning up that cave area. And hopefully I'm going to have something that'll look good and ready to go to start really doing some work down there by next episode. So that's going to be it for today. Thanks for tuning into Worms Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you had a good time. Makes me feel good. And have a nice day. See ya.